Luz y Progreso, y gracias a la misericordia. My name is Ancista Luis, and I'm doing a series of videos where I will be answering emails or questions that people may have, may ask. One of, not so much of a question, but a conversation that I had with a friend of mine, her name is Emmy Moon, was about automatic writing and how I do automatic writing. So I would like to take a little bit of your time to show you how I, myself, Sancista Brujo Luis, does automatic writing. I've been doing that for a long time, ever since I was a little kid. And actually, I noticed that when I'm on the phone with people, what I do sometimes is I take a pen and I always have to scribble. And what I usually do is figure eights or stars. And when I speak with people, I just, having a conversation and I'm scribbling on my notebook and whatever. And when I hang up, I look and sometimes I have words. And it could be words that are what my subconscious mind is telling me about the individual. Or it could be my spirit guides giving me information. So what I would like to do right now is take a moment to show you how I do this process. So it's automatic writing. It's the way I do it, Sancista Brujo Luis. And I'm gonna just give me a moment and I'll show you how we do it. Okay, the first thing that you're gonna need for your automatic writing is a notebook. It doesn't have to be anything expensive. It could be any type of notebook. I traditionally just use, one of these composition notebooks. And you wanna have a comfortable pen. Okay, this is basically what I use to do my automatic writing. Now, often before I start this, what I like to do is I like to close my eyes. I like to breathe in and out 3 times. And then I like to visualize my guardian angel, the light of my guardian angel come down on me. I sense that presence. Then I visualize my patron saint, that energy come down on me. Then I visualize all my cuadro espiritual, my spirit guides, surrounding me, as if they were a wall, a protection. And then to the north, I visualize the 4 angels. I would have Michael, Gabriel, Uriel, and Raphael surrounding me. And I deeply breathe and just relax. Then I pray. Any prayer can work, just as long as you're comfortable. And one that I personally use is a Spanish one. And I say it 3 times. It's just a simple prayer. Adivinando desde el pasado, voy adivinando hacia el futuro. Constantemente mis seres me dan la facultad para ver el más allá. Adivinando desde el pasado, voy adivinando hacia el futuro. Constantemente mis seres me dan la facultad para ver el más allá. Adivinando desde el pasado, voy adivinando hacia el futuro. Constantemente mis seres me dan la facultad para ver el más allá. So after the prayers, I like to open up la libreta, the notebook. I like to take, I'm a lefty, okay? So I like to take my right hand, like so, and place it down. And I just breathe. And then traditionally, my system, or the way that I do this, I just start drawing symbols. And what I usually start is just relax and concentrate. And when I do this, usually we're having people pray, oraciones. This could be happening in a misa. This could be happening in a sesión. So sometimes I do figure 8s, stars, and I just keep going. And traditionally when I'm just, doing these symbols, these random symbols, which could be stars or figure eights, and a person's praying, in the background, traditionally, Oraciones Escogida de Allan Kardec. It could be figure eights, it could be stars, it could be even triangles. Depends on. Usually I'm just quiet and just trying to tap into that emotion. Breathing deeply. I'm going to show you a picture of what I usually draw. Okay, so then, after I do my images, and I'm listening to the prayers and I'm meditating on the prayers, I just start writing. Now, a lot of people think, is it coming from your imagination? Is it coming from your subconscious? Or is it coming from your spirit guides? When you begin this, of course, it might come from your imagination. Okay? After you develop, you start getting messages that you do not know of. Some people say it's from your subconscious mind or your psychic sense, and others say, as I would say, it comes from your spirit guides. The reason I do the prayers in the beginning is because there's a lot of earthbound spirits, and so I like to protect myself by calling my spirit guides. There's a lot of earthbound spirits that might send messages that you do not want to be told to a person, and sometimes these earthbound spirits can say things that are true to the individual, but you want to make sure that these messages come from your spirit guides. So traditionally, when the prayers are being said, again, I close my eyes, I relax, and then I just start. Sometimes I write names, and I just write down messages that I may be getting, impressions that my spirit guides are telling me, and so I just go with it. And traditionally, and I just keep going and going. Sometimes it tells me names, and usually with a name, it tells me, I don't know, some information or something that I need to relate to an individual that's in the misa, that's in the sesión, that's in the velada. Sometimes it's just a random word. Sometimes I have to stop, relax, listen to the prayers, ground myself again, breathe. And I just keep getting messages, and I just keep going and going and going. And then at the end of the, when I get my messages, I relay it to the person. I got a few messages here. Jose, and I wrote in Spanish, so I'm going to translate this the best that I can. There's a message for Jose to be careful with your dog. Also be careful with an accident, and to focus and to pay attention. Margie, I love you very much, and I forgive you. Or please forgive me, I'm sorry. Margie, I love you very much. Please forgive me. I want you to know that I am fine. This is a message for Margie. Margie. Random one was, I want the cake yellow with pink flowers. Okay, some party or some birthday is coming up. And this female says that she wants the cake yellow with the pink flowers. I want you to know that I will be present. And another message that I got was for Joseph. This is Jose, so this is a Joseph. Joseph, be careful of betrayal. Someone is trying to steal from you or take advantage of you. Listen to your heart and to your intuitions. So I just keep writing. See, now I'm just not getting messages. I'm trying to get it, it's just not coming. You notice how I'm like trying to move the pen, but it's just not coming. There's no messages. I feel messages coming, but my body's telling me it's from my head. It's like, it's not, it's from me. So again, I relax and I meditate. Okay, I realized why I was starting to, I lost the focus. It's because, I don't know if you heard the fire alarm, something about alarms or bells, or it cuts me off completely. And if you notice that when I was trying to do the messages, nothing was coming, and I don't know if I could hear it or what it was, but then I heard it, and that's why I knew I wasn't going to get the messages. Another thing that I do, or that I teach people, is when a lot of people tell me that they see a spirit, I ask people, what do you feel? What's the presence? How does your body feel? Does it feel uncomfortable? Does it feel comfortable? Another thing that I teach people is, I want you to close your eyes, and in your notebook, if you feel a presence in your notebook, close your eyes and meditate and just relax. You don't have to draw. You don't have to be the best drawer. And I've taught this to a few people, but just go with the flow and start drawing. Just what do you think it looks like? Close your eyes. Try to pick up that image and just draw, And how does that presence make you feel? Okay, so usually, I'm not the greatest drawer, but I ask people to draw just to see what impressions they get if they feel there's a presence in the house. Okay, how does that make you feel? Does it make you feel comfortable? Does it make you feel comfortable? All right, if it makes you feel comfortable, draw it. Let it come naturally. If it makes you feel uncomfortable, also just relax, breathe, pray. Of course, always pray and draw. That's something that I like to teach people. I'm not that good at it. I try to sometimes. I create stick figures. But anyways, this was a video on automatic writing, and as always, I go into something else. But anyways, this is Ancista Luis. If you liked my video, if you have any questions, please ask. Please subscribe down there. Please press the like button. If you want to see any more videos or something that you're interested in, or you have a question, please leave a comment down below. And thank you very much. Con Dios empezamos, con Dios terminamos, y a Dios la gracia siempre le damos. Thank you very much. Santo Sanse.